Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Ben Lively gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well, both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
The next 0-2. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Hernandez is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Ryan Braun. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll be a base hit for Braun.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping into the box, Eric Thames. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Rip. Braun, the runner at first with 2 gone. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike in the inning. Now in the box, Odubel Herrera. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
Odubel Herrera.
Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Braun on the warning track. He makes the catch. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5. 1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat. Shoots this one to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he swings and hits a laser to right. Braun is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
So now Carlos Santana. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. I have to. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Hernandez fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Fouled off. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. This is popped up. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3. Now batting, Cameron Rupp, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. To short. And that's through for a hit.
Bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone!
Oh yeah, 2-run home run.
There's not a hotter hitter in all of baseball, folks. As the guy on the mound can attest, he's seeing everything they're throwing at him well right now, and he's not missing them either.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Shaw fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
And there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Odubel Herrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center, and that'll get down out there. And the throw in gets away from him. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. Digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in.
Hernandez is on his way home. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
You can see right here, he might have been better off retreating and keeping the ball in front of him. Instead, he leaves the try for it, can't haul it in, and 2 runs come around to score. I think he'll play it safer next time.
From the stretch. Skied into very shallow right. Braun has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So this Stepping in, Jonathan VR. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Brent Suter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brent Suter is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks. And now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
2 out, nobody on. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping in, Cameron Rupp. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Line drive to center field. Kane patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Into the box, Adam Rosales. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia has it, and there's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Ben Lively. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is in the air out to left field. Yelich is under it, and that retires the side. So first offering on its way. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Yelich is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Santana in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Riding in, Eric Thames. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Up next will be Nick Williams. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to short. Arcia gloves it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is flared out towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock in the game, and he has been on fire.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit. Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Debro. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Hey, Debro, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
And now this will make it down to the 334 sign. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play.
He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeout.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Brandon Woodruff is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left. Out number 1.
Catcher, Cameron.
Digging in once again, Cameron Rupp. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kane is after it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Stepping up to the plate, Adam Rosales. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First offering on its way. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Yelich going back. He jumps, but he can't make the play. It's off the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Ben Lively. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Phillies here. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's singled.
For the Brewers, right fielder, Ryan.
Luis Garcia takes over to start the sixth inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Phillies, number 57, Luis Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Count remains at 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all five pitches, notice the location. All five down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Third baseman.
Now at the plate, Travis Shaw. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ball one to start the at-bat. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Odubel Herrera. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Herrera.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 5.
So stepping in, Nick Williams. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases to 5 now. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Kane. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 35 now on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So now Carlos Santana, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Now batting, catcher.
Striding in once again, Cameron Rupp. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies and the brotherly. So digging in now, Manny Pena, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 and 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Rosales over to his right, and the inning is over. Nothing across here. So striding in, Maikel Franco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. There to take it is Villar, and that's the first out.
Number 9.
Striding into the box, Adam Rosales. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Kane is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, catcher, Luis Garcia.
So here now is the pitcher, Luis Garcia. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip. Number 7. Bounce it to the left side. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Jesus Aguilar is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
The batter.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Drilled on the ground to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 22.
In is Christian Yelich. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's a .375 hitter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A ball and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Popped up. Franco has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. Boone Logan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First offering on its way. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. And a good throw gets him one gone. Up next to be Nick Williams. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Williams over at second. Hernandez is over at first with 1 away. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left.
Gone! 3 home runs. 3-run home run.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Here's Carlos Santana now, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Stepping in now, Cameron Rupp, as he rips it on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Ready now, Michael Franco. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Here's Ryan Braun now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Thames behind 1-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
13-3 in the final score. Philadelphia scored a lucky 13 in this one. Ben Lively hangs win number 11.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a 5-minute break. I gotta use the restroom.
Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the... Coming to the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Williams is under it, 1 away.
At second, the left fielder, number 20.
So striding forward now, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Two out, nobody on. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing?
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. On in order are the Brewers. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. At the plate, Aaron Altair. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High and deep to right center. Braun giving chase. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Throw to first is in time for the first down. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and he's taking the league by storm right now. He's punishing every mistake he sees, and we'll see if he can lose another ball over the wall again today.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry, they're still 6-2. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game. And that'll be Rhys Hoskins. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Eric Thames. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Eric Thames goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Travis Shaw goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is into the box now. Carlos Santana. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it.
He's gone.
And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Garcia fields it cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hit high and deep to right center. Kane is there, 2 gone. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is back here in Philadelphia, home of the Liberty Bell, the cheesesteak sandwich, and the Phillies. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1, here it comes. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Davies. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Here's the 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. In now is Lorenzo Kane. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Aaron Altair. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Here's Ryan Braun now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Oh, and he misses it. Throw into second, but a good job of staying with it as he throws his man out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Eric Thames started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Braun stands at first with 1 out. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next for Milwaukee, Travis Shaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Up high in the air. Hernandez will put this one away, and the side is retired. So no runs here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Kane. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Standing in, Carlos Santana. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. His second of the game, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. Hard hit ball to short. Garcia has it. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Yelich going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Manny Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
3-1 to him now. Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Digging in now for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Pena gets his lead at first, nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Count is 1-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So now the Brewers pitcher, Zach Davies, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Kane will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Pitcher number 43.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Aaron Altair, last time through, was a base hit. First pitch on its way. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Altair at second with 2 down. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good, can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfield. It's so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Another good. In now is Lorenzo Cain. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
2-0 to the Brewers center fielder. 2-1.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. Hoskins on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
So we got him looking there. Christian Yelich goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Way in front of that fastball. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through. Brandon Woodruff enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Carlos Santana will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Kane is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in, J.P. Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich is under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. At the plate, Nick Pivetta. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Adam Rosales will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Yelich. And it's gone.
2-run home run.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Aaron Altair.
Aaron Altair.
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Braun will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the 2 home runs in the inning, lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 8 and the Brewers nothing. Francisco Rodriguez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First offering on its way. And a changeup right down the middle. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bullpen and gone.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Travis Shaw is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. Hoskins sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1 and 2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So coming to the plate, Orlando Arcia, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He comes in 0 for. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Here it comes, 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now at the plate, Nick Williams will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. King is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Villar on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just Domingo Santana is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Chopped in front of home plate. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. In now, Christian Yelich. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here.
Down the left field line and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Matt Albert enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Carlos Santana now, and he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Yelich is under it. 1 down. Now at the plate, Michael Franco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Yelich is after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted into center field. Kane is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. First delivery to him on the way. Towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outcome.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Ryan Braun now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Williams is there, 1 away. Digging in, Eric Thames. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Now to the plate, Travis Shaw. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Lined hard toward right center. Williams is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Phillies seal up their 30th win at home on the season. from the city of... Stepping up to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping into the box, Ryan Braun. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Stepping into the box, Odubel Herrera. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Cain is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big ones.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Pitch out, nothing doing. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cain is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Chacin comes set. First pitch on its way. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Altair rounds the corner and is headed home. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Now batting, Carlos Santana. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting.
These Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He'll get us started in the top of the second. In there, strike 1.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And I want to tell you, when looking over the statistics on this starting pitcher right here, one thing that jumps off the page at you is the fact that he leads the National League in strikeouts. And that's all well and good. What you need to focus on is the fact that sometimes you can fall into a lull on the defensive side if you know your guys punching guys out left and right. They're going to have to stay on their toes, stay engaged in this one, make sure nothing gets by.
Number 9, Manny Pena.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
To 1-2 now. And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. At the plate, Michael Franco. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. And here's a ball hit in the air. Braun is after it, but this will land out there just foul. That average pushing up near 350 now. 9 homers and 19 driven in. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Digging in, J.P. Crawford. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. He pulls this one into right. Braun is there, and he has it for the out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Stepping in, Aaron Nola. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch on its way. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Chacin comes set. First pitch on the way. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run.
won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, Aaron Altair. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Braun is there, and he'll make the William Penn statue above City Hall here in Philly as we're set for inning number 3. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ulysses Chassin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A fastball that just misses inside.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
The count now at 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So now Carlos Santana. Now here it comes. Right side, hit hard. Villar from shallow right. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Mike Alfonso. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. On the ground to the left side. Shaw has it. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Phillies down in. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's Ryan Braun now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Into the box, Aaron Nola. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop to first. It's late. He's safe. Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside here.
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
0-2 to Travis Shaw. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Pena. He drew a base on balls his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now. Striding in, Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's with. Digging in and looking for more. Aaron Altair. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Shoots this one over to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
He's set, and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Altair aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. And that's the first out. Ready for another chance. Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Braun. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Here's Carlos Santana now.
First baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Cron is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there. Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. And he'll try to start things out here for the Brewers in their half of the sixth. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Domingo Santana will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 3 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. In now is Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a high pop-up. Santana calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. To the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Phillies 4 and the Brewers nothing. Brandon Woodruff enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 53.
Ready once again, Maikel Franco. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here comes the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Yelich. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in once again, Aaron Nola. Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner towards center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run.
2-run home run. Ah!
2 runs on the board after that home run by Odubel Herrera. His 2nd home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Garcia gloves it on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bat.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, oh, I got a nice little hitting streak.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly. In is Christian Yelich. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
So digging in now, Ryan Braun. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. This is popped up. Hernandez waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Eric Thames. No hits to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Yelich on second. Thames at first, 1 gone. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. At the wall, he leaps and makes a spectacular catch. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. So striding in, Manny Pena. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich on the move. He's there and records the first out. Striding into the box, Michael Franco. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Braun has a read on it. 2 gone. Ready to take his axe again. Jorge Alfaro. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. In now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Now. The 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane on the move. And the inning is over. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Altair moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time. Jesus Aguilar will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 7 homers and 15 RBIs. High in the air down the right field line. Altair moves over, and that retires the side. Gone in. Oliver Drake comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And quickly there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Altair. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. Those don't come along every day. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Altair rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he's in safely to third, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Here's Ryan Braun now, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from third. So striding forward now, Eric Thames. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Eric Thames becomes the first out of the inning. High pop-up. Hernandez takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. At the plate, Manny Pena. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Braun is off at first with 2 away. Right over the middle, knee high. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and foul, though it had the home run distance. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Phils hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Aaron Nola earns his league.
Ooh. Yeah. Take a break.